Hi, everybody. My name is Kevin O'Brien, and this is the Why Our World interview series. Today, we are joined by Evans Ehouman. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Yes, Ehouman. Ehouman.
And you're joining us from Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire is a country in West Africa. It was previously known by its former name in English as Ivory Coast, but now it's Cote d'Ivoire in French and English. Thank you, Evans, for joining us. So just quickly, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Ehouman Evans.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just reading it there. Sorry. I apologize for that.
I'm from Cote d'Ivoire and I live in Yamoussoukro, which is the political capital of Cote d'Ivoire. I'm a plant scientist and I enjoy going in the bush, in the forest, collecting plant species. And I also enjoy analyzing floristic data with R.
Excellent. So
I like skating too.
Good stuff. Tell me, you are what your background is botany, natural sciences. Is that correct? What did you study in university? And
so first,
when did you discover R?
Okay, so at university, I first studied natural sciences. Then I did a master of botany and phytotherapy. And later on, I go for a PhD in botany. And it was during my PhD that I discovered R, because during all my undergraduate career, I've never experienced R. It was only during my PhD. So what happened? I went on to see my advisor and he said, Evans, I have a topic for you, okay? The topic was to analyze or to study a disease, a skin disease, which name is Burle ulcer. This disease is caused by a microorganism, which is Mycobacterium ulcerans. And in the literature, we know that the microorganism lives in the environment, especially in water body point. And so the question is, what's the difference between the flora of area with a high number of cases of Burle ulcer and flora without high number of Burle ulcer? It was a kind of comparison to compare the flora.
Yeah.
Okay. So I start reading different methods on the internet. Okay, reading papers, and I discovered that high-rank scientists used R for making the analysis, especially in ecology. I said, okay, if high-rank scientists use R for making the analysis, I have to learn R. So it was during my PhD that I started learning R. I discovered the R, then R Studio and so on, and the packages, how we chart the package and so on. And it was a very good experience because I remember when I made mistakes and my screen gave me red messages with error and so on. And I started, what's the problem? What is the question? I went to a forum asking questions and people was very, very good. They answered, they say, oh, maybe you did this. Instead of doing this, you better do that. So to come back to how I jumped to R, it was during my PhD to analyze floristic data. And to be more specific, maybe to talk about the method that I discovered. For example, I did a Venn diagram to compare flora, and I also computed indices that use in ecology, Shannon, Sorensen, and so on, that we use in ecology. And I noticed that doing this computing with R, it was easier than using another software to do it. So to be short, this is how I arrived to R.
Excellent. When you started with R, was there many people around you also using R, or were you on your own?
I was alone. Okay, so to start at university with my advisor, he just gave me the broad idea of the question and what you want me at the end to give him as answer. To say, Evans, you have to discover if there is a difference between the flora of high endemicity site and low endemicity site, and that all. So I started looking for myself. Okay, I tried myself to use R. No one around me. When I met people, do you know how to use this? They said, no, it's too difficult. No, no, no. I better use this software because it's easy. Just have to click and go on. So I was really alone. And maybe I've been lucky because I'm like Stack Overflow to ask questions and also to read examples. Okay, when I have a question, I just ask my questions, and they gave me, and I made very interesting answers to my question. So this is how I manage, okay, to start and complete my PhD with R.
Good stuff. And tell me about the R community in Cote d'Ivoire now. Surely it has grown.
Yes, the R community is growing. And to go back in the past, in the R community, we were just, there were Anisse, the idea came from Anisse Ebu. Then at the first meetup I went, okay, there were Anisse, Aimé, and another one, Emmanuel. Okay, we were free at the first meetup I went. Then Saint-Pierre came later. Saint-Pierre is the friend of Anisse, Aimé. So when Aimé went for the first time, then he said, hey, he called Anisse, Saint-Pierre to come to join us. And it was a fantastic adventure. And we did this days. Okay, it was last year on February. It was a kind of, I could say, a big fiesta because I could say we were around 100 people coming for this conference. And now, due to COVID, we stopped the in-person activities and we returned to online activities. And even online activities, we try to have once a month a meetup, and things are going on. I think people they are happy to be in the community. On the Telegram group, we are about 100 or more, probably more, and we try to have discussion on the group. People ask questions, and we try to answer to the questions, and the community is going on. So
excellent. So the Saturdays, this is the Abidjan R user group. Abidjan is the large commercial city, and it's on the coast.
Yes.
Okay, now I saw the photos of the Saturdays of Abidjan last year.
Okay.
Very impressive.
Yes.
It was all in the French language, was it?
Yes, it's in French language. Yes, it was all in French language.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You're in Abidjan now, are you?
I'm in Yamoussoukro, in the center of Cote d'Ivoire. Yamoussoukro is the political capital of Cote d'Ivoire. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, is there our community in that city also, or
no? For the time being, no, there is no our community. For the time being, we are not settled an our community. Yeah. We're just following the activities which is led by Zoom, because now most of the activities are done by Zoom. Yeah. So we have only one group, Abidjan Earth user, and those leading the group. We call it the core team. We are I think we are 8 in the core team. We are two members of the core team are in Yamoussoukro, Aimé and I, and the others are in Abidjan. So we have meeting online to prepare the different activities. Okay.
You are involved in natural sciences, Flora. Yes. Tell me about the other R user groups. What are the other R users like? Anisse, what sort of work do they do with R?
There are those who are in economy. Okay, those who are in equality. And I also know those who are biotechnology. I think DNA analysis. For example, I know this guy, and geography, those mappers, they also use R. Those mappers, and then waters. I'll talk about flora, geography, maps, economy, and No, I think this is those that I know here in the group that I know using R.
Yeah, that's very impressive, actually. So tell me about Cote d'Ivoire as a country. Like, give me a little tourist ad, so to speak.
Okay, so Cote d'Ivoire is as I'm a botanist, I enjoy the country because there are many forests. Okay, even if you fear because people are cutting more and more forests are being cutting down due to agriculture. Okay, but they are still a natural reserve with interesting trees and so on. For example, last week I went in a natural park in the reserve. Okay, in the south of Cote d'Ivoire. And in Cote d'Ivoire, people enjoy football. And the number one, the footballer that we all enjoy is DIvoire. So if you come to Cote d'Ivoire, everybody know who is DIvoire, so you
Legend.
could easily be in touch with in connection with people. And in Cote d'Ivoire, people enjoy. I think we also enjoy making feasts. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So even when things are sad, okay, we always try to make feast around. And what is we enjoy? I say welcome people too. Yes, we enjoy welcome people. Okay, when people come, they come newly. It's very easy for them to get in touch with people, and I think it is all. And also for food, there is a large variety of food because in Cote d'Ivoire we are 60 ethnic groups.
Okay.
So each ethnic groups have their special meal. So try to imagine. So there are a large variety. There is a large variety of food in Cote d'Ivoire.
It sounds like a place I want to go.
Okay, you will
Definitely have to go there. Just
the
question is around Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire is a francophone country,
yes,
and it's surrounded by lots of other francophone countries. Tell us a little bit about those countries and also the R community in those countries.
So for the country around Cote d'Ivoire, we have the francophone country especially. We have Burkina Faso and Guinea.
Yeah.
Okay. And Guinea, which are the two francophone countries. But for the time being, I don't know if there are our community in this country.
Probably very small.
In Burkina Faso and Guinea. But throughout your question, I think it'd be very interesting to try to join our effort, okay, to make a more African community. I also know that in Benin, Anise and another member of the core team, which is with another member of the country of our community in Cote d'Ivoire, went to Benin, okay, to give a talk there, okay.
Excellent.
And yeah, this is what I know. And I recently sent a message to Anise to know how our community in Benin is going now after the trip they made there.
Excellent, good stuff. I'm glad to hear that it's prospering. Tell me something that might be of interest to a lot of people is Our Ladies. Are there Our Ladies in Cote d'Ivoire?
Oh, unfortunately, no. There is no Our Lady in Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
For the time being, but they are.
For the time being.
For the time being, yes. For the time being, because there are. I think there are many ladies in the group. We are as more ladies as man in the core team. So it is something we're thinking about, but we haven't established it yet properly.
Okay, but there's a strong representation in the Abidjan or user group. So it's,
yes.
They are represented there. So
yeah,
I think Our Ladies around the world will be happy to hear that.
Okay, they are well represented in the core team in the group.
Great stuff. Another question, actually, just practical questions. First off, language. So in francophone countries, is it more difficult to interact with the R community because of the language barriers, or is that a problem?
I could say yes or no. It depends. Okay, it could depend. But above all, Here, R seems to be difficult for people because of the language. Because
Okay.
we think that most of the time, the materials well designed, well prepared on the internet are in English.
Okay.
And for example,
Yeah.
the vignette of the packages, they
Yeah.
are in English. So sometimes it may be difficult for people to interact with people of
Yeah. I think we've lost you there. Give it another second.
so I could say it may be difficult and not.
Okay. So I think we just cut out there, but it was a very interesting topic. It's something we'll come back to. The next question actually is about internet access. Is that like
The internet access? Yes.
like how does that affect like an R user if they want to participate in online events? Let's say our studio conference.
Our studio conference. Okay. Here, the internet access. Sometimes it's difficult for people to have a very good internet access. Okay. I remember that us during our meetup, we are obliged to stop, to relaunch many times because of the internet access, especially the weekend. So you have some areas where it is very difficult to have a very good internet access. So, maybe many people will be interested in attending this conference, but sometimes they will experience internet access.
Yeah.
It's not so easy. Okay, it's not so easy to have internet access.
Yeah. If that's a sort of interesting question for our conference organizers and other things as well, like Python, if they could assist our users or data scientists with internet access, is there a way like to help provide mobile data packages, anything like that?
Repeat your question, please.
Like, for example, is it possible to get assistance, particularly for internet access?
Is it possible?
Is it possible? Like, for example, if a conference was to sponsor internet packages from mobile data, is that something that would work?
Yes, yes, I think yes, it will work if you could sponsor. You mean sponsor internet access on mobile device? You mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I think something we could work. Yes. Yeah. I think so. It's something we could work. Yes.
That's a very interesting question to look at in the future.
Okay.
I think that's just a sort of a quick question. Where do you see yourself over the next 3, 4, 5 years as an R user?
Wow, where do I see myself? I see myself as I could say a trainer. I enjoy training people.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy training people. For example, I was interested in applying an assistant position at university. And during the interview, I told the teacher, the professor in front of me that I'm involved in the community and I would like students of this university to be aware of how important R is. Okay.
Yeah.
So as a trainer, I'm seeing myself like this related to R. Okay. And also having and knowing more things about R, because R is as wide as an ocean. So we already discovered something and so on and so forth. So this is how I see myself the next probably, as you say, 3 or 4 years.
Excellent. Yeah, hopefully that will work out for you, and hopefully you'll get support.
Thank you
from the international community.
Okay, thank you.
Evan, that's great. Thanks very much for joining us. I'm going to finish the interview there, and I'll let you go. Thanks very much. I'm going to stop the recording now.
Okay.